My home life was amazing. We grew up in a Catholic family, and so I can't remember not knowing Jesus' name, not having him as a friend to pray to and talk to. In college, I started to have experiences and classes where I was having a lot more questions than answers, and went and did whatever I wanted to do. I was in sports, I got the best classes, had the great grades, was studying, had good social groups, great friends, and I was replacing one thing for another. If I went to the cancer club and got that fundraiser done and I did so good in it, well, it didn't matter that I partied. And if I, was attending church on Sunday, well, that would just replace my sins. That's good enough, because look how good I am over here. That covers this. And I think at the time I didn't intentionally make it that way, or I at least definitely wasn't spending the time thinking through it. And when I reflect back, that's exactly what I was doing, not even knowing, or not, in the forefront of my decision making, deciding, oh, this is good enough, so that's fine. I didn't walk through it like that, but when I reflect on it, that's all that it was. I'm doing this so good, we don't have to talk about that. After college, I moved up in this area to become close with my now husband, and when we got engaged, I was like, we need to get some marriage counseling, we need to be connected to a church, and I'm telling you, the loving people of Bridgewater really were the ones who poured into us and encouraged us. Just in the most recent season, I have to give some credit to the pandemic. I was put on an improvement plan at school. I'm a teacher, and I pour my heart into it, and I care about it a lot. And through the pandemic, I didn't realize that I was on survivalism mode, and so the district called me out on some things that I needed to improve on, and that shattered my reality, because just growing up and always getting straight A's and always doing the right thing, always checking the boxes. You're supposed to do this, done. You're supposed to do this, done. And I get a lot of pride from that. I enjoy checking boxes. Being in my job, having a passion for it's going great, and then the pandemic saying, you could be doing better, was like, what? I wouldn't hear it in the beginning. And thankfully was in small group, brought this to people who love me, people who, were able to speak truth in this situation, and they just encouraged me to just keep bringing it to God, keep praying, keep talking to him about it. And I feel like every time I did, he was uprooting something in my heart that was in the way of me seeing his truth and experiencing his truth. It was in the way of me accepting the grace, which is, I've made mistake, or I did not live up to the excellence that we're called to. And so it was this year, April 22nd, and Matt had led anyone who was needing to say, I need to be forgiven of my sins, and that I want to give my whole life to you, Jesus. And I just remember sitting there like, why do I feel this pull? Like, I've never said this prayer like I have just now. It wasn't about what I learned and the knowledge and the logic. It was me finally giving my heart to God. It was me changing, well, I love Jesus because he's so good, and no. I love Jesus. He has been there for me. He's been faithful for me all through. If you would come to the Father with that leap of faith, he will meet you there, and he will surprise you with just abundant grace and abundant forgiveness and abundant joy and life and freedom. And I'm just so thankful that I get to walk in that. My name is Sarah Empett, and I am here to make more and better disciples of Jesus.